Hello everyone, welcome to a new update video of the Dutch Yankee YouTube channel. My name is Dylan Richardson, and in these videos what I want to do is document my journey in building and bootstrapping a SaaS business. So what I want to do is share my insights, my learnings, my failures, my challenges with you in this channel. What I also want to do is share insights about how to invest your time and money in an effective way so that you can live a fulfilling life. What I want to do in this episode is look at the pirate funnel. So what we looked at last week, we checked how can we find areas in our business that we can grow. So we want to do a lot in our business, but there's so limited time. So where to focus on, finding the bottlenecks. That's what we covered last week, and we'll build upon that in this episode. So before we continue, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. That will grow my subscriber count, of course, and grow my channel, but it will also keep you notified when new videos arrive. So let's just dive right into the Miro board. So this is the pirate funnel we discussed last week, where you see the pirate funnel here: awareness, acquisition, activation, revenue, retention, referral. And to start finding the bottlenecks in your business, we first needed to ask the question: is my data valid? Yes. Do I have product market fit? Yes. How do you know if you have product market fit? There's a rule of thumb that around 60% of your users has a negative emotion if you would leave. So if you can answer these two questions with yes, you have product market fit, and you are able to track your data, and then you are also able to optimize to actually analyze your pirate funnel and find the bottleneck. So in this case, we created a hypothesis, so an example, and in this case, the bottleneck was for the acquisition to activation phase and for retention to referral, so how many users were referring. So that is that's what we analyzed last week, found the bottleneck, and we created some experiments that we can do. So what I want to do in this video is I want to actually show some things that you can do, and what practical things that I've been doing in every phase of the funnel. So we're not focusing on one part particularly, but I'm just generally showing things that you can do in every part of the funnel and some examples that I have done. So let's copy this one, this one, and move them to here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so there we go. So what have I been doing in every part of the funnel? I'll show you also with some examples. So I've been doing YouTube ads for awareness. I've done a beta list where users could subscribe to my startup on beta list. And what else have I been doing? I have been going to events, web summits. So these are examples of how to gain some awareness around your brand. You could do some PR, new customer acquisitions or partnerships. So let's just give an example. So beta list is a place where you can share your startup, and that drove a lot of beta users to my product when we were still in a beta stage, so they could test our product, and this will help you get product market fit. So So this will give you users that test your product, and this will help you get some product market fit. There's also some others, product hunt, for instance. We didn't launch on that one yet. We will probably in the future. But for now, we did beta list, and this gave us some initial few hundred users that subscribed to our product. Not all of them active, of course, but at least we had a list of users that started trying our product. And we have like the Web Summit, which was a tech event, one of the biggest in the world. 40,000 visitors in Lisbon, Portugal. That's what we attended, and that gave us a lot of awareness because we were also in the promotions, and we at the event, of course, we had a lot of traction. It's also a bit of acquisition, of course, but the main goal there is to gain awareness around our product and also, of course, acquire some leads in that process. So that is that. And then we have, as an example, for acquisition. So for acquisition, what we have done is we did SEO. So we have a conversational marketing masterclass that is optimized for SEO purposes. So I can share you what we have built. So we have our masterclass here, and this pretty much is containing 6 lessons, some interviews, and this has given us some awareness and some acquisition because people are searching for certain keywords and will land on these pages, and this is something that we need to grow more and more. But this is also a longer process, SEO, but we are eagerly doing that. So SEO, we also did like YouTube ads and Facebook ads, so online ads, created some funnels for that. We have for acquisition, what else did we do? I think these are, well, actually the beta list drove users to our, so actually that's also in the acquisition phase. So that gave us actually all 3: traffic, awareness on the site, shared us in the newsletter, and activated some freemium users. That is what we've been doing. So let's just move on. Probably we'll get some more things as well. So for activation, what have we been doing? We have our own product on our website. So conversational interfaces, combining like lead qualification, plus we are also converting users with our interfaces. And we are doing, so we have Calendly integration to book meetings. We are activating users through trial, subscriptions, and we are, these are I think quite important. Trial, subscriptions. Then we'll just move on to revenue. So we have experimented with different pricing models. We have, what have we done furthermore in terms of revenue? We have also do a 1 month trial. We also do money back guarantee. We also do yearly subscriptions, but that's actually more for retention. So that keeps our users retained. Oh yeah, I know one. We have a MailChimp onboarding flow where we actually onboard users from freemium to paid with an email campaign. Then we have retention where we bring users, keep users. So that's a yearly subscription that we have, and we have automated payments. We have we have experimented with our upgrade flow. So we're not perfect at in any way or shape or form, but we are optimizing these different steps based on where our bottleneck is. Sometimes, like, you need to have some basic things in place when you start anyway. So for referral, we have a referral program built in to the product. So these are things that we are doing in each stage of the funnel. So let me just give an example. So for the masterclass I already showed here, we also do on our website, we have our own product running. So we have these interfaces. We have it here, where you can qualify your lead. We qualify our lead, and we can move to a live video chat or to a calendar integration where they book a meeting in our agenda. In terms of onboarding, what we also have is we have Calendly also integrated, embedded, so people can just book meeting. Our goal is to now get as many book demos as possible, because we are finding that activating the user to go to revenue is a bottleneck. So we need to actually explain our product better. So giving a demo, we are able to show what is possible and how you can utilize certain templates, and so that's all in the demo. So that's what we are. So I put those actually here as well. Demos are ways to activate. Webinars are ways to activate users. And actually also acquire users. Webinars, of course. So need to zoom in a bit, but so yeah, for revenue, what we have done is let me go to our pricing. Yeah, we've experimented with yearly and monthly prices, upgrades within the pricing models. Everywhere you can convert with us. So that is there. We have a 90-day money-back guarantee at the moment. And we have a MailChimp onboarding flow. I won't go in that, but that's like 15 emails that we're sending every day to new users with tips, advice, also some educational stuff, of course, because we want to teach our users how to use our product. But then there's also, of course, the incentive for them to become a paying user. So to move from and for us also to move from a freemium user to a paying user. So we need to really keep those contacts there. And then we have the yearly subscription for retention. We have automated payments, so they just subscribe once and the payments are done every month. And for the referral, I can also show you what we have at the moment, which is just log in with this account. What is not actively used yet, but we don't have our focus on that at the moment. But we have a refer a friend module where you can refer to a friend here, and then you can win some prizes, and there's the link to share, and then if you are the number one, you will win lifetime free access to all WeConnect products. So this is built into the product already, and the whole mechanism is working, and this is something that we will definitely be pushing in the future. So actually all these are different examples of things you can do in each stage of the funnel, of the pirate funnel. And then I'll just share some metrics to finalize this video, what I would be focusing on. So because you want to track your data, of course. So I want to see my, of course I want to see how many users are continuing, but for every so what I'll put here is, these are tactics that I'm using to grow my funnel. And you can make all the tactics green. And then we have for every tactic, we also have some metrics we want to check. So in this case, my metrics for awareness would be it's like my cost per mille, so my CPM. My reach is important. So what is my reach at an event or in my PR? What is my brand uplift, brand lift study you can do? So there are actually tools to track that. Then we want to see impressions per user or impressions. So we have some idea of how many impressions are given to different users. Then for acquisition, what I would be focusing on is what is my CPA, my cost per acquisition. So how much is it costing me to acquire a user to the website? And this could also be here. So here you could also say, what is my cost per qualified traffic, and what is my ROAS. This one is also here. What is my return on ad spend for revenue? I would also want to know what is so like in YouTube and Facebook ads, we want to see frequency, we want to see CTRs, like these different metrics are important. Actually, I also want to know what is, so the quality of my traffic, what is my bounce rate? How many users are bouncing from my website when they land? Try to keep that low. And that made me use YouTube TrueView for Action videos, because they are actually giving me a low bounce rate, so the quality of my traffic is high, and I'm not even paying a high CPC, which is also a metric we want to see and track. And I also want to track so these are metrics that are important. Then I want to track also like soft conversions. How many soft conversions? So for like webinars, demos, these are all soft conversions. And then our hard conversions are here. And here we want to track what is our monthly recurring revenue, what is our yearly recurring revenue, what is what is, so how many users are upgrade ratio. And here for retention, I want to see how many users are, what my churn is, so how many are leaving. It's quite important. And I want to know, in terms of referrals, I want to know how many referrals per user. And yeah, so and what the total percentage of so these are metrics I would be tracking, and probably there are more that I'm not so I would also be tracking for activation. So this bounce rate is also could be important in your activation phase, but also time on site. So how long are they on site? There's so many metrics you can track, but these were ones that are that I'm freestyling on the top, like what are coming up to mind now, and that are important for me to track. So yeah, very curious what your thoughts on this subject are. So what are your tactics that you are using in the funnel, and what are the metrics that you are using to track your tactics? And are you using the pirate funnel? So please share your thoughts in the thoughts below, and see you next time. Bye bye.